Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Coconino High School here in Flagstaff. John Rust with you. Thank you very much for joining us here for our special Tuesday night live stream of Prescott Basketball. It is a huge matchup here tonight between the Prescott Badgers and the Coconino Panthers. Prescott, they sit atop the Grand Canyon region. They are 8-1 in Grand Canyon region play. Coconino, however, they are looking to claw their way to the top. Panther clawing their way to the top. What do you know? But Coconino, they are 5-1 coming into this game in region play. And in power points, Prescott and Coconino, they are right there with each other. Coconino ranked number 11 in the 4A conference. Prescott, they are ranked number 12. Bradshaw Mountain actually ranked number 13. In fact, Bradshaw Mountain, they are taking on Mingus tonight, and that's taking place down at Bradshaw Mountain High School. Speaking of Bradshaw Mountain, they're actually going to be up here Friday night to take on Coconino. So a lot of huge Grand Canyon region matchups going on this week and also into next week, as Bradshaw Mountain will host Flagstaff next Tuesday. And actually, we will live stream that game as well here on kyca.info. Meantime, Prescott versus Coconino. Coconino, they come into this contest on a 9-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for Prescott, the Badgers, they're riding a winning streak of their own. They have won their last 5. The latest coming last Friday, a 99-31 thumping of Mojave. Coconino, meanwhile, they beat Lee Williams in a rather low-scoring game last Friday, 41-32. We're about ready to tip off. Zane Gall in the center circle, and it's the Badgers who win it. Jason Parent with the ball. Parent puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by number 4, that is Rufus Cobb. And here come the Panthers. Jumper, no good by number 3, Mitchell Jacobson. But with the putback, it is Pearson Watson. Nice job by Watson picking up the garbage and putting it back, and that gives the Panthers an early 2-0 lead as Uriah Tennett with the ball. Now Gall hands that one off to Tennett. Now Tennett trying to get around his guard, going to the paint. Now dishes that one off to Jex. Jex with a shot, misses completely. That goes in the hands of Rufus Cobb. Now over to Ivory Washington. Washington guarded by Carmen. Jumper by Washington, no good. And that one batted away, winds up in the hands of Tennett. Tennett in the paint, spins, and try to take a shot. They're going to call a travel on Uriah Tennett. So it'll be Panthers ball. Inbounding it, Ivory Washington, the 6'1 junior. He gets that one over to Mitchell Jacobson. Jacobson past the half-court line. Guarded by Jex. Now hovering around the arc. Hands that one off to Washington. Washington in double team. Bouncer over to Jacobson. Now bouncer to Washington for 3. No good, off the rim and rebounded by Zane Gall. G-Force gives that one over to Tenacious T, Uriah Tennett. Now over to Parent. Parent in the paint, through traffic, gets it to Gall. Gall off the glass, no good. Gall trying to get his own rebound. It bounces out of bounds. And it will be Coconino possession with 6:24 left to go in the first quarter. 2-zip Panthers on top. Jacobson with the ball. Jacobson, 6-foot senior, gets that one over to number 2, Pearson Watson. Driving to the basket and a slam! Dunkaroo by Rufus! A most excellent dunk by Rufus. 4-0 Coconino. 3-pointer for Carmen, comes up short. Panthers get the ball back, and it's Mitchell Jacobson down the near side. Jacobson, an elbow into the face of Tennett. And, well, that's going to officially be a charge called against number 0, Andy Ruiz. Parent to inbound the ball for the Badgers. 5:51 to go here in the first quarter. We apologize for the late start, folks, but the JV game went way long. Inside the Parent. Moving through traffic, and Parent gets the ball knocked out of his hands. And it looks like that is going to be a foul against Coco. I believe they are calling that against Mitchell Jacobson, his first of the night. So this will be a non-shooting foul, and Uriah Tennett will take it out for the Badgers. Tennett looking. Inbounds that one to Carmen. Now on the inside to Gall. The G-Force through traffic. Passes that one off to Tennett for three. No good. Rebounded by the Badgers. Parent with the putback for two. Jason Parent. And that'll cut the Coconino lead in half. It's 4-2. 5:19 to go in the first stanza. Washington with the ball for the Panthers. Watson to the basket. No good. And rebound taken by the Badgers. Here comes Parent past the half-court line. Guarded by Washington. For three, Parent. No good. That one actually hit the bottom of the basket and went out of bounds. And it will be Panther ball with exactly 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. 4-2 Coconino. Speaking of four, number 4, Rufus Cobb with the ball. The 6'5 senior. And over to Watson. Watson almost loses the ball, and Carmen actually got nailed in the eye just as Watson made the shot, so Carmen going to come off. And coming into the game will be the other half of the Jex brothers. That is Parker Jex. And Carmen just kind of slaps the wall there and now goes behind the stands. Hopefully we'll see Carmen soon. Tennett with the ball. Pass that one over to Jex. Through traffic, bouncer over to Gall. Gall almost loses the ball. And it looks like they're going to call traveling against Prescott. So the Panthers get the ball back with 4:27 left to go. And a rather low-scoring affair right now. It's 4-2 Coconino. 2 winning streaks on the line here tonight. Panthers with 9 in a row, Prescott with 5. Watson takes the shot through traffic and puts it through for 2. Pearson Watson with his second bucket of the night, making it 6-2 Coconino. Tennett to Gall, back to Tennett. Tenacious T pass on the inside to Parent. Parent through traffic, takes the shot, and it's good. Parent knocking down Washington, but no call on that one. And that'll inch the Badgers closer. It's now 6-4 in favor of Coco with 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Cobb with the ball. Bounces on the inside, stolen by Tenacious T, Uriah Tennett. Tennett on the inside, spinning, passes to Parent. Parent goes for the shot, but we have a whistle on the play. And Panthers will have the ball with 3:31 to go in the first quarter. So that'll be Andy Ruiz taking out the ball. And now Rufus Cobb with it. Cobb under a double team and travel called. And I think Rufus Cobb disagrees with that call as he tried to get the ball over the head of Jason Parent. Parent sticking down the far side. Whistle, and it looks like it's going to be a push called, I believe, against Ivory Washington. Third foul against Coconino. Jonas Carmen, who's back in the game after getting poked in the eye. He'll inbound it to Uriah Tennett. Tennett at the tip-off circle. Now moving into Coconino territory. Tennett moving to the basket, taking the shot, no good. Rebounded by Gall, and Gall with the putback for 2. The G-Force, Zane Gall, tying it up 6-6. 2:50 to go in the first quarter. Rufus Cobb with it. Stolen by Tennett. Lead pass to Parent. Parent. And Parent denied big time by Cobb. Pass on the inside to Watson. He missed it, but Watson looked like he got fouled going up. Whoa, we got a little tension here between Gall and one of the Coconino players. Luckily, their teammates separated them before anything untoward could happen. But Zane Gall was not happy with what went down. Actually, I think what they're going to do, I think they're going to call goaltending on that one. And I believe that'll go toward Pearson Watson. So goaltending the call. And the Badgers will inbound with 2:37 to go in the first quarter. 8-6, Coconino back on top. And Coach Travis Stedman, I think, disagreeing with the goaltending call and giving the official an earful as he walked by the Prescott bench. Ball out of bounds, and it's going to be Coconino possession. So the first quarter not really going Prescott's way. Pearson Watson will get that one into Rufus Cobb. Cobb trying to get around Jason Parent. Cobb averaging 11.4 points per game this year. And nice little scoop shot there by Pearson Watson, putting it in for two. 10-6 Coconino. Logan Jex with the ball. All over him is Watson. Jex to the ground. And it looks like that is going to be a foul against Coconino. Watson going to get called for the foul. That'll bring Logan Jex up to the line. Jex back in action after, for those who watched our live stream last week, Jex sprained his ankle and missed most of the game with Bradshaw. He is back, however, not suited up tonight to play is Jake Hilton. Hilton out with a hip injury. A re-aggravated hip injury, I should say, that he originally suffered in football. Actually, it's not. It's going to be a non-shooting foul. Coulter Cardin now into the game for Coconino. So Tannett will inbound for the Badgers. And that one stolen by Washington. Washington on the breakaway. And Washington with the one-handed dunk. Coco doubles its lead. 12-6 with $1:50 to go in the first quarter. Gall from the far corner. Trying to get around the defense to Tannett. Tannett off balance. No good. Rebounded by Holloway. Now bouncer over to Washington. Washington toward the paint. Now backing off. Gets that one over to Cobb. Cobb almost loses the ball. Now moves into the paint. Travel called as Cobb runs into Parent, and Cobb looks like he had a little something to say to the official there, not agreeing with that call. So the Badgers inbound, Parent to Tannett on the far side. Minute 25 remaining in the first quarter, 12-6 Coconino. Tannett gets that pass out to Jex for three. Misses, but Jason Parent almost with the putback. Parent gets his own rebound. Parent getting fouled, going up, and Jason Parent will go to the line. Been a heck of a season for Parent. 26.7 points per game he's averaging, along with 8.8 rebounds per game. He also hit the 1,000-point plateau for his career earlier this season, as that one rattles around and goes in. 5 points so far tonight for Jason Parent. And that next shot is also good. 12-8 as the Badgers try to chip away at that lead. And I believe Jason Parent's mom just held up a sign saying that he now has 1,500 points in his career. Either he has 1,500 points or he's closing in on 1,500 points. Coconino will inbound, and it will be Memphis James getting it into Cobb. Cobb guarded by Parent. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. James passing inside to Holloway, and it looks like Tannett a little too physical there on the 6-foot stocky senior Jordan Holloway. Holloway 6'2", 205 pounds. Coco inbounds. James. Now over to Holloway. Holloway gets it on the inside to number 13, Matias Ortiz. And three-pointer by Memphis James. And he is walking in Memphis with his feet 10 feet off a Beal after that one. And a timeout called by Prescott as they are trailing 15-8 with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And again, certainly not the way the Badgers wanted to start off this game. And for Coconino, Pearson Watson, he is off to a very good start. Watson with 8 points tonight for the Panthers. Watson, how about this? Watson came into this game averaging just 3.2 points per game tonight, or I should say for the season. Now that average is going to go way up after this game if he keeps up. Back to action. Badgers will inbound. It'll be Logan Jex. Gets that to Tannett. Tannett past the half-court line. At the top of the key. Cut off by Holloway. Now to Carmen. On the inside. Knocked away. Stolen by the Panthers. Now over to Holloway. Holloway racing to the basket. And getting in his way is Tenacious T. Uriah Tennant. He breaks up the play. Ball goes out of bounds. It will still be Coconino possession. Memphis James to take it out. James trying to find someone to get it to. Loose ball. And diving for it was Reber. And looks like we have a timeout after that. Reber and Tennant coming together, trying to grab that ball, and timeout called by Coconino coach Mike Moran. Matthew Reber back in action for the Panthers. He's been MIA the last couple weeks dealing with an injury. Panthers glad to have him back as Reber averaging 5.7 points per game, 6.6 rebounds per game. I'm sure he's glad to be back too. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Coconino up on Prescott, 15-8. Huge Grand Canyon region battle here tonight. Holloway to Cobb. Cobb back to Holloway, guarded by Carmen. Now over to Cobb at the far side. He races in. Gets that one off. Denied by Parent, but picked up by Coconino. And picked up again by Cobb, and Cobb to the basket, off the glass, and it's good. Badgers just couldn't get a handle on that ball as time expires. So that'll do it for the first quarter of play with the score. Coconino 17 and Prescott 8. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
All gutters are not created equal, so before you spend your hard-earned money on gutters that may not withstand Arizona's harsh elements, call Arizona Seamless Gutters, a trusted name for over 30 years. Hello friends, this is Travis Stedman, owner of Arizona
School. John Rust with you. Thank you very much for joining us here on our live stream of Prescott boys basketball. Rough first quarter for Prescott as they start the second quarter trailing 17-8. Pearson Watson with 8 points so far for Coconino, leading the offensive charge. Rufus Cobb, he's got 4 points. Jordan Holloway to inbound. Gets that one to Cobb. Now over to James. Bounce pass over to Cobb. Bouncer now to Holloway at the near corner. Back to Cobb. Guarded by Carmen inside. Holloway for three. No good. And rebounded by Jonas Carmen. Gets it over to Tennant. Now to Logan Jex. Jex at the baseline. Pass to Parent. Parent gets it off to Carmen. And traveling called on the Badgers. And I don't think Jonas Carmen was happy with that call. It'll be Coconino possession with 7:35 to go in the second quarter. Coming to you live tonight from Coconino High School up in Flagstaff. James, pass over to Holloway. Down the inside. Over to number 13, Ortiz. Going up is Ruiz, and Ruiz gets fouled as he goes to the hoop, and he will step up to the free throw line. Andy Ruiz, the 6'3", 200-pound senior. Foul against number 10, Zane Gall. And Ruiz going to get the good bounce on that one. Andy Ruiz averaging 3.8 points per game this season. Second shot from the line coming up for Ruiz. Fails to connect on that one. It's rebounded by Jason Parent. Here come the Badgers. They've got a lot of ground to make up in this one. Down 17-8. Parent for three. It's good! Jason Parent with the tray. And that gets the Badgers back in the game. 17-11 the score as traveling called on Coconino. And for Jason Parent, that is his 40th tray of the season. Speaking of Jason Parent, he has the ball right now with under 7 minutes to go in quarter number 2. Parent in the paint to Jex for three. No good, and rebounded by Matias Ortiz. Bouncer over to James for three. Skips off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Jason Parent. Parent down the court, guarded by Ruiz. Parent for three again. It's good! Another tray for Parent, his 41st of the season. And just like that, the Badgers close the gap to 17-14. James, far corner, and almost stolen by Tennant. And Tennant pleading his case with the official, saying, no, man, that hit off a Coconino player. Come on, man. But the official says, nope, Coconino ball. Ivory Washington will take this one out near the Badger bench. 6:15 left to go in the second quarter. Ruiz, near corner. Gets that one to Ortiz. He loses it. Picked up by Washington. Cobb coming inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by the G-Force. Zane Gall. Now to Parent. Past the half-court line. Boy, oh boy, Jason Parent gotten the Badgers right back in this one. It's a three-point game now. Parent on the inside. Gets that one off to Tennant for three. It's good! Tenacious T ties it up with that tray. 17-17, and Tennant knocks the ball out of the Coconino player's hand. Falls on the floor. Gets that to his teammate. And traveling called against Pat Prescott. (17-17), the Badgers hitting three straight trays to get them right back into this contest. Ortiz, Holloway, guarded by Parent. Holloway moves inside, stolen by Parker Jex. Now gets that one over to Jason Parent. Parent on the inside, turns, shoots, it's good! Now Jason Parent, who is stolen by Tennant. Tennant for three, it's good! Uriah Tennant with the tray off the steal. And the Badgers, just like that, take the lead. 22-17. Whoa. I think someone got a technical. Well, someone got a technical. And I think it might be Uriah Tennant. And here's the first shot by Rufus Cobb, and that one is good. Second shot on the way, and that one is good. So again, not really sure who got the technical in that one. I want to say it might be Tennant. Either way, Coconino after the technical, they make the 2 free throws, and they get possession of the ball. Washington from the far corner. 22-19 Badgers on top. Cobb to Washington at the far corner. Inside, fadeaway jumper. It's good! Ivory Washington with the jumper. Long pass to Jackson. Parker Jex puts it in for 2. And that one stolen by the Badgers. And now it's re-stolen by Coconino. To Ortiz. Ortiz off the glass, and that one is good. Matias Ortiz. And it's a 1-point game, 24-23 Prescott. 4:10 left to go in the second quarter. Tennant with the ball at the half-court line. Now moving into Coconino territory, over to the far side, gets it over to Carmen. Carmen intercepted by Ivory Washington. And now for 3, no good by number 3, Mitchell Jacobson. Parent with it, past the half-court line. Into the paint, Tennant. Moves in, takes the jumper, no good, but rebounded by Gall. To Tennant, to Parent, for 3, it's good! Another tray for Jason Parent. 17 points tonight for Parent as he extends the Badger lead to 27-23. Ruiz has the ball almost knocked away from him, now gets that one out. Jacobson to Cobb. Now Ivory Washington from the far corner, moving inside. Cobb, he comes to the paint, gets it over to Washington. Washington moving in, gets that one out to Ortiz for 3. It's good! Matias Ortiz burying the 3, and he makes it a 1-point game, 27-26. Coco down by 1. Parent with the ball for the Badgers. In the paint, taking the jumper. No good. Rebounded by Washington, but it looks like Parent bumped into Washington, and he's going to get nailed for the foul. First foul of the night for Jason Parent. 2:40 remaining in the first half. 27-26 Badgers on top. Pearson Watson to inbound. Watson with 8 points tonight for Coconino. Gets it over to Cobb. Now back to Jacobson. Bounce pass, loose ball, and Tennant falls over Jacobson, but he's able to get it to Cobb. Back to Jacobson on the far side. Bounce pass on the inside, and off the glass. Getting the good spin is Matthew Reber. And the Panthers back on top, 28-27. 2:10 to go in the second quarter. Tennant with the ball. To Gall. Gall for 3. The G-Force nails the tray. And it's 30-28 Prescott. Cobb trying to get around Gall. Gall denied! Big block to Watson, and a 3-point shot there by Cobb, and Cobb gets fouled. Jonas Carmen very upset over that foul call, and Coach Travis Stedman has to come in and calm down the big lanky senior. Well, that will send Cobb up to the free throw line to try and complete the 4-point play. and Cobb is successful on that. And it's now 32-30 in favor of Coconino. Tenet with the jumper, and it's good. Uriah Tenet, and we're all tied up at 32. Panthers with the ball, and that one's stolen by Prescott. Jason Parent driving to the basket, doesn't get the good roll. And getting the rebound is James. Gets that one over to Watson. Now to number 14, Gus Fox. Fox shot no good, rebounded by Gall. To Carmen, long pass to Tenet. Tenacious T backs out. Now moving inside, dishes that one off to Gall. Gall denied by Watson. Bouncer over to James. James tried to reverse layup, no good, rebounded by Cobb. And Cobb gets hacked by Zane Gall. Actually, correction, that was Watson who got hacked by Zane Gall, and now Watson will go up to the line. We're all tied up at 32-32. Pearson Watson will look to untie it here. First shot from the stripe, no good. Score remains 32-all with 56 seconds to go in the first half. Second shot coming up by Watson. That one misses, rebounded by Jonas Carmen, over to Tenet. Past the half-court line. Tenet moving inside through traffic, taking the shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Panthers. Cobb gets that one over to Gus Fox. Past the half-court line. Pass over to Cobb. Far side to Memphis James. James to Cobb. Cobb going for three. And I think Cobb was fouled. Actually, it's going to be a no, actually it is Watson who gets the foul called on him. So, didn't see what the foul was, and the Badgers will have the ball with 30 ticks left to go in the first half. Again, we're all tied up at 32. Tenet takes it past the half-court line. We'll see if the Badgers try to work for the last shot of the quarter here. Gall to Carmen. Carmen gets that one off to Parent. 10 seconds remaining. Parent backs off near the tip-off circle. 5 seconds to go. Parent moving toward the top of the key. Now there's for three. It's good! Logan Jacks breaks the tie as the buzzer sounds. And with that tray, that makes it 35-32 in favor of Prescott. And wait, what the heck is going on? Hey, hold the phone, folks. Something is happening here. The referee's pointing to someone. I think he's pointing to Logan Jacks for some reason. What the heck is going on now? Logan Jacks, I believe, got a technical for some reason. The Badgers are not happy about that. Well, we have a school official talking to one of the parents. And this is the second technical called against Prescott. Again, I think the T was called against Logan Jacks. The reason he got the T, I do not know. Well, hopefully we can maybe straighten this out during halftime as the officials are coming together, but well, the Badgers are heading back to the locker room. And, well, one of the parents was getting a talking to by one of the Coconino High School officials. And I think the official also had some words for one of the assistant coaches for Prescott, Andre Carmen. And actually, well, now both sides have gone to the locker room, so now we will take our break here, and, well, we'll try to get some stuff sorted out. So at the end of the first half, our score here is Prescott 35, Coconino 32. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
This is Steve Sischko.
Badgers go into the locker room up 35-32. However, after that three-pointer went through, it looked like Logan Jex got teed up, and from what we have heard so far, it looks like the technical was basically for excessive celebration, which, if that is the case, I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, that is a ridiculous reason for a technical or any kind of foul. The kid made a really big shot at the buzzer, gave his team the lead. Let him celebrate. These are human beings out there with emotions, not robots. They should be allowed to celebrate and not get teed up when they make a big shot. Now, we thought that Coconino would be taking the 2 free throws after that technical before the teams went to the locker room, but from what we understand, it looks like when the teams come back out in the second half, to start the second half, I should say, that's when Coconino will take their 2 frees on the technical. So that is where we stand. 35-33, the Badgers with an enormous comeback here in the second quarter after playing a little stagnant in the first quarter, but Jason Parent, Uriah Tennant nailed a bunch of threes, and that really got the Prescott Badgers going after Coconino kind of took control in the first quarter. And the Badgers are already out on the court. And again, hopefully they've calmed down a little bit after the technical on what we apparently think was an excessive celebration call against Logan Jex. And I can imagine Logan Jex not happy at all with that call, and I don't blame him one bit for that. Anyway, some first half stats for you folks. Jason Parent, 17 points for him. Uriah Tennant, he had 8 points. Zane Gall, he's got 5 points. Logan Jex, as I said, he nailed that 3. His brother Parker Jex, he has 2 points. Going over to the Coconino side of the ledger, 10 points for Rufus Cobb in a most excellent performance by that young man tonight. Yeah, you can tell I've seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure way too many times. All fighting to either try to get a bye for the state play-in round or try to get a home game. And by the way, Bradshaw Mountain and Flagstaff will meet next Tuesday as Rufus Cobb takes the free throws on the technical that was called against Logan Jex at the end of the first half. Cobb misses the first one, gets the second one, and Coconino will start this game, or start the second half, excuse me, by inbounding the ball. It will be Ivory Washington. Washington with 4 points tonight. And Washington is averaging 8.3 points per game this season for Coconino. Had a season high 16 points against Pima back on December 11th. Darn good junior season so far for Ivory Washington as he gets the ball over to Mitchell Jacobson, and almost stolen by the Badgers. Jacobson retrieves the ball, gets it over to Washington. Jacobson again to Cobb. Back to Jacobson. 35-33. Coconino down by 2. Washington to Jacobson. Tried to get it over to Cobb. But Cobb was about 4 or 5 feet away from where that ball was. Goes out of bounds. And Prescott gets it. Uriah Tennant. And that one batted away by Washington. Almost batted it into the face of a Prescott player there on the bench. Jonas Carmen to inbound for Prescott. Third quarter underway here. Over to Jason Parent. And that one knocked out of bounds by Ivory Washington. Carmen will inbound in front of the Coconino bench. Trying to find someone to get it to. Gets it to Jason Parent. Bumped into by Washington, but play continues. And Washington makes contact with Parent. Parent makes contact with Washington, but it's going to be Washington who gets called for the foul. And for Ivory Washington, that's foul number 3 on his stat sheet. Jonas Carmen will take it out on the near side. 7:25 to go in the third quarter. Badgers up by 2. Gall to Tennette. Tennette trying to get around Jacobson. Gets that pass over to Logan Jex. Jex had the three-pointer to give the Badgers the lead at the end of the second quarter. Then apparently got teed up for excessive celebration. Tennette trying to get in the paint. Now bounce pass over to Jex. Jex going for another 3. This time he misses, but Gall gets the rebound. Has it knocked out of his hands, and the Panthers get the ball back. Mitchell Jacobson to Cobb. Cobb moves inside. Lobs it over to Jacobson. Jacobson for 3. It's good! Mitchell Jacobson with his first points of the night on the tray. And the Panthers take the lead 36-35. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Parent, top of the key, gets it over to Logan Jex to the near corner. Bounce pass inside to Parent. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Rebounded by Washington. Now over to Jacobson. Pass the half-court line, guarded by Tennette. Bounce pass on the inside to Ruiz, to Cobb. Back to Jacobson. Back to Cobb. As we come down to 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Stolen by Tennette. Tennette down the near side. Double teamed. Now Tennette backing off, now crosses the half-court line. Hands that one off to Jonas Carmen, over to Parent. Jason Parent for 3, and I think one of the Coco players got a hand on the ball, and that will go out of bounds. And it will be Badger possession. Don't know who it was, but one of the players got maybe a couple fingers on that shot from Parent, and that was enough to reduce the momentum and have the ball hit the rim instead of going through the hoop. Tennette, guarded by Jacobson. Tennette almost loses the ball. And 5 seconds called against Tennette. Coco with possession. Pearson Watson, who has 8 points tonight for the Panthers. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout called by Coconino as they are up 36-35 with 5:28 left to go in the third quarter. Late start here for the varsity game, and that was because the JV game ran way late. But the Prescott JV squad was able to hold off a huge comeback by Coconino. Final score in that one was 57-53. Back to action here at Coconino. Memphis James will inbound. Jacobson trying to get around Tennette. Now the pass to Cobb. Cobb trying to get around Parent. He's in the paint. Turns. Shoots. Denied by Jason Parent. And I know a lot of people focus on the offense of Jason Parent, but man, oh man, you got to give it up for this guy's defense as well. Parent came into tonight with 17 blocks on the season, along with 79 steals. Tennette grabs the ball, and going over Tennette's back was Cobb. And Cobb going to pick up the foul. His first of the night. And Carmen will take this one out for the Badgers. Gets it over to Tennette. 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Panthers on top of the Badgers, 36-35. Tennette passing inside to Parent, and Parent puts that one in for two. And the Badgers regain the lead, 37-36. Cobb with it. And traveling called against Cobb as he just couldn't seem to get his feet under him. And now Parker Jex will inbound for Prescott. By the way, check out the Tri-City Roundup archives on kyca.info. You can go to Tri-City Sports Roundup and go back to the episode where I actually interviewed Parker on the show. Parent for three, no good, and rebounded by the Panthers. Ruiz, and he hands that one off to Jacobson. Over to Cobb. Rufus Cobb with the bouncer over to James. James in the paint, taking the shot. It's good! Memphis James walking with his feet 10 feet off a Beal, giving Coco the 38-37 lead. Tennette, long range three, no good. Parent slaps it away, but into the hands of Jacobson. Moving into the paint, spin, shoots, denied by Parker Jex, and it looks like Jex going to get called for the foul. Also, folks, just want to say this. If I sound a little muffled in my play-by-play, it is because here at Coconino High School, all spectators are required to wear a mask. As Jacobson misses on the first free throw. Hopefully not sounding too muffled, though. Still 38-37. Jacobson goes for shot number two from stripe. That one goes through. There's a 39-37 lead for the Panthers. 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Tennette gets it over to Parker Jex. Jex moving inside through traffic. And it looks like we're going to get a block call against one of the Panthers. Looks like that's going to be against number 2, Pearson Watson. And coming into the game for the Panthers, number 15, Matthew Reber. Jex in the paint. Gets off to his brother Logan. Back to Parker Jex. Parent dashes toward the inside. Backs out, guarded by Jacobson. Parent making his move, spins. Gets that one off to Jex. Jex bobbles the ball, gets it back. Now to Parent. Parent under a double team. Fights through it, takes the one-handed shot. It's good! Jason Parent breaking through the tight defense and tying it up 39-39. Cobb for three. In and out of the basket and rebounded by the G-Force, Zane Gall. To Tennette. And Tennette guarded by Jacobson. Gets that one over to Parent near the tip-off circle. And a timeout called, a full timeout called by Travis Stedman, head coach of Prescott. All tied up 39-39. Hey, folks, we got another score to bring you here on softball and tennis and track and field. And, of course, boys volleyball. And you get to see Jonas Carmen play boys volleyball. And I think the Jex brothers are on the team, too. Speaking of Jonas Carmen, he inbounds it to Tennette with 3 minutes to go in the third stanza. Tennette guarded by Jacobson. Finally breaks through the defense. Jacobson still on him. Now gets it over to Jex. To Tennette. Tennette backing off. Still backing off. Now making his move. And yeah, they're going to call 5 on Tennette. So good pressure brought on by Coconino to get the turnover. 2:38 remaining in the third quarter, and it's going to be 39-39 Prescott. Or 39-39 is the tie score. Sorry about that. Coco with the ball. Rufus Cobb. To Holloway at the far corner. Bouncer over to Cobb. Back to Holloway. Holloway going for three. It's good! Jordan Holloway breaking the tie and giving the Panthers the 42-39 lead. 2:14 to go in the third quarter. Badgers with the ball to net. Get that one over to Parent. Long pass to Carmen for three. Off the rim, no good, and rebounded by Holloway. Long pass to James. James for three. Off the rim, no good, rebounded by Tannett. Tannett through traffic, taking the shot. It's good! A 3-on-1, and Tannett would not be denied. That pulls the Badgers to within one. It's 42-41 Coconino. $1:30 to go. For three, in and out of the basket by James. Rebounded by the Badgers and stolen by the Panthers. Cobb with it. Cobb running into the paint. Now Jacobson moves inside. Jacobson outside for three. In and out of the basket, rebounded by Coconino. Cobb comes in. Big block there by Tannett, or by Gall, to Tannett, to Parent. And Parent tried to dish that one off to Tannett, but it goes out of bounds, and it will still be Prescott possession. Minute 5 remaining in the third stanza, 42-41 Coconino. Well, we were saying before the game that this could be a good matchup, and both sides not disappointing. Entertaining and thrilling game right now. Tannett to Gall. Gall double team. Gets that one out to Jex. Carmen to Parent. Top of the key. Parent moves inside through traffic. Taking the shot. It's good! Jason Parent for two, and the Badgers take the lead 43-42. James with the shot. It's good! Memphis James again walking with his feet 10 feet off a Beal. And he gives the Panthers the 44-43 lead. And Memphis James coming up with some critical baskets for the Panthers tonight. Parent for three. It's good! Jason Parent with his fourth tray of the night. 46-44 Badgers. And another three gives Coconino the lead. Memphis James, I think, now walking with his feet 20 feet off a Beal. 47-46, Panthers on top. 8 seconds left. Parent going for the last shot. Inside. And a jump ball called. Parent can't believe it. Parent's not the only one who can't believe it. It looks like Parent got hit as he was going to the basket. How that's a jump ball, I don't know. I think Parent's still upset over that, and I can't blame the guy. Jacobson. And the clock hasn't even started. The clock. Oh, there was an inbound. Well, the clock didn't start on the scoreboard. Now it's to 0, and I guess that brings the third quarter to a weird end. So as we head to the fourth quarter, it's Coconino 47, Prescott 46. We'll take a break and be back after this. Underway, our score, Coconino 47 and Prescott 46. Badgers to inbound to get quarter number 4 started. Carmen to Tannett. Uriah Tannett, 10 points on the night for him. Tannett moving in, taking the shot, blocked by Jacobson, but Tannett gets the ball back, and Jacobson bumps into Tannett. And Jacobson going to get called for the foul. Uriah Tannett having a phenomenal freshman season for Prescott, 15.5 points per game. Came into tonight's contest with 106 rebounds and now 28 three-pointers. Well, this guy's definitely a candidate for my top 10 freshman of the year list. Carmen to Parent. Parent getting around the defense and a push called. And it looks like Memphis James getting called for the push. So now Memphis with his hands out going, what? What do you mean I got called for a foul? What are you talking about, man? So the Badgers will inbound. Jason Parent gets it over to Carmen. Carmen trying to get around Holloway, taking the shot. It's good! Jonas Carmen with his first two of the night, and that gives Prescott a 48-47 lead. Holloway with it on the far side, guarded by Carmen. Over to Jacobson. Almost stolen by Carmen. Holloway gets it to Jacobson. Now to Ivory Washington. Long distance three! Well, didn't get the good bounce on that one. Holloway moves inside. Dishes that one off. Reverse layup. And no good. Looked like that was Andy Ruiz trying to put that one in. It's still 48-47 Prescott. Under 7 minutes left to play in regulation. Parent moving into the paint. Dishes that one off to Carmen. Carmen gets called for a travel. Carmen, unable to get a handle on that ball, and it cost the young man. Coconino 15-5 overall on the season. Prescott, they are 15-8 overall. Two darn good teams playing some darn good basketball tonight, and darn exciting basketball as well. Jacobson, bouncer over to James. James at the baseline, bouncer over to Washington. Washington trying to get around Carmen. Bounce that over to Cobb. Cobb to Jacobson. Jacobson thought about a three, now moves inside to Washington. Washington for three! It's good! Ivory Washington gives Coco the 50-48 lead on that tray. 7 points tonight for Washington. Tenet with the ball for Prescott, moving inside, through traffic, taking the shot, no good. Rebounded by Gall, and Gall puts it in for two. And the G-Force ties it up 50-50. James, and Gall. Well, Gall mauling Memphis James as he went up for the shot. So the G-Force gets nailed for the foul. That's his third foul of the evening. And that will bring Memphis James up to the free throw line. Memphis James with 10 points tonight. He's averaging 6.5 points per game. And now James with 11 points. Memphis James now with 13 three-pointers tonight. Second shot on the way by James, and that one is good. 52-50, Panthers on top. 5:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Back and forth game between these two clubs. Carmen with it. Carmen for three! It's good! A rainbow three for Jonas Carmen, and the Badgers are up 53-52. And almost, stolen by the Badgers. Checks to Parent, and Parent bowls over Cobb. Well, I'm sorry I'm not keeping track of lead changes, folks, but I'm just going to say we have a lot of them. And by the way, that foul called against Rufus Cobb, and that is his third of the night. Cobb with 11 points, not someone you want in foul trouble right now, as Parent sinks that free throw. And it's 54-52 Badgers. Next shot coming up for Parent. Off the rim, almost rebounded by Carmen, but James gets the ball back for the Panthers. And almost stolen by Logan Jex. Cobb. And we get a whistle on the play as Andy Ruiz had the ball. I think that's going to go against Uriah Tenet. And holding going to be the call. Ivory Washington to inbound for Coconino. 5:13 left to go in the fourth quarter. Three-point attempt, and no good by Coconino, but they get the rebound. And a push called. And it's gonna go against Coconino. Ivory Washington picking up his 4th foul tonight. Badgers are in the bonus, so they will step up to the line. And it looks like it's going to be Logan Jex. Jex, who had the big 3 to end the first half, and then got teed up for what we are led to believe was an excessive celebration call. First shot coming up by Jex. And he gets the good bounce. And the Badgers go up 55-52. 4 points tonight for Logan Jex. Jex averaging 4.8 points per game. And a full timeout called by Coach Travis Stedman as Jex makes the free throw, and it's now 56-52. The Badgers in the lead. Here pretty soon. Speaking of Bradshaw Mountain, Coconino will host the Bears Friday night. Panthers inbound. Jacobson with the ball. Over to James. Jacobson. Long pass over to Cobb at the far corner to James for 3. Skips off the rim, no good. Loose ball. James gets the rebound. To Jacobson. Now to Cobb. Cobb moves inside, almost loses the ball. Guarded by Carmen. Now Cobb. Bounce pass on the inside. To Watson. Back to Cobb. Cobb in the paint. To Watson. Watson through traffic, taking the shot. No good! Well, it looks like they're going to say Watson got hacked going up, so he will step to the line. Jonas Carmen picking up the foul on that one. First shot on the way by Watson, and that one is good. Now Watson, his second shot from the stripe. And that one gets the good roll. 2-point game now. Prescott 56, Coconino 54. Badgers with the ball. To net. Past the half-court line, guarded by Jacobson. Now to Carmen. Pass to the inside to Parent. Parent guarded by James. Parent almost loses the ball. Gets that one to Carmen. Carmen goes for 3! The rainbow shot doesn't work, but Gall gets the rebound, and Gall puts it in for 2, and Gall gets fouled going up. The G-Force makes it 58-54. And it looks like it's going to be Andy Ruiz who gets dinged for the foul on that one. Zane Gall with 9 points tonight for Prescott. He's going to try to get into double digits here as he tries to complete the 3-point play. He does. 59-54. Badgers in the lead. Jacobson with the ball for Coconino. Over to Cobb. Cobb loses it. And Parker Jex picks it up for Prescott with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Parent steps inside, jumper, in and out of the basket, and almost rebounded by Jex. Carmen gets the ball on the outside. Gall for 3, no good. Panthers get the rebound. Long pass to James. James on the inside gets that one off to number 15, Reber, and Reber puts it through for 2. 59-56, Coconino down by 3. 3:29 remaining in quarter number 4. Parent comes inside, and traveling called against Jason Parent as he got hung up on Memphis James. Yeah, you know, for a second I thought the one official was calling a technical. He had his back to me and was kind of moving his hands, but actually it was to bring in subs. We already had 2 technicals tonight, both called against Prescott. Panthers have the ball. Mitchell Jacobson. Jacobson with 4 points tonight for the Panthers. to Cobb. Holloway on the far corner. Now back to Cobb, back to Holloway. Holloway goes for three. It's good! Jordan Holloway ties it up with the three. 59-59, 2:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Tennant coming inside, over to Parker Jex at the near corner. Now to Parent. Parent guarded by Holloway. Parent on the inside to Gall, to Tennant. Tennant backing off. Now moves inside, spins, shoots, off the glass, no good, rebounded by the Panthers. Mitchell Jacobson with it. Jacobson to Holloway, going for three, no good, and it's rebounded by the G-Force, Zane Gall. To Parent, 2:19 to go in regulation. We're all tied up at 59. Parent comes in, now taking the shot, and in and out of the basket. Gall gets the rebound to Jex. Almost stolen by Washington. And a block called. I believe that's going to be against Mitchell Jacobson. Badgers now in the double bonus. So that is the 10th foul called against Coconino. Fourth foul called against Mitchell Jacobson. Parent looking to untie the score. He does. 60-59 Prescott. Parker Jex coming out of the game, replaced by Jonas Carmen. Second shot coming up for Parent. And that one is also good. And the Badgers reclaim the lead, 61-59. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Jacobson with the ball to Cobb. Back to Jacobson. Washington has it. Bounces it over to Jacobson. Now to Cobb. Holloway moves into the baseline. Flips that one over to number 15, Reber. And it looks like Carmen going to get called for a push. And I think Jonas Carmen gave the ref a little stink eye there. Third foul tonight called against Jonas Carmen. Ivory Washington inbound with $1:43 left to go in regulation. Cobb, Holloway at the far corner, back to Cobb. Now on the inside to Reber. Jacobson has it now. Moving up toward the top of the key, now gets it off to Washington, back to Jacobson, to Cobb. On the inside to Reber. Holloway for three, it's good, and Holloway gets fouled, making the tray. The third three-pointer of the night for the big guy, Jordan Holloway. And that gives Coco a 1-point lead. And Logan Jex picks up the foul on that one. And now Holloway gets a chance for a 4-point play. Doesn't make it. Tennant with the rebound. Tennant flying down the court, taking the shot. It's good! And Tenacious T puts the Badgers back on top. 63-62 in favor of Prescott as a timeout called here by the Badgers. And 1:17 to go in regulation. It is 63-62 Prescott. Coco with the ball. Jacobson. Pass over to Washington. On the inside to Reber, back to Jacobson. Here comes Cobb. Bounce over to Jacobson. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. Washington going for three. It's good! Ivory Washington gives the Panthers a 65-63 lead. 45 seconds to go in regulation. Jason Parent with it for Prescott. Parent denied by Washington on the three. Reber gets the ball. And traveling called against Reber. And the Panther fans can't believe it. Actually, I can't believe it either. I mean, Reber kind of got hung up there on Parent and just fell to the floor. So now it looks like we got another timeout for Prescott. 37 seconds remaining in regulation. Man, oh man, what a game this has been. Quite a bit on the line here tonight when it comes to Grand Canyon Region standings, PowerPoint rankings. Both these teams have put on a great show tonight, and thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here on our KYCA live stream. Tuesday night basketball. A thriller between the Panthers and the Badgers. Again, in the PowerPoint rankings, Prescott is number 12 and Coconino is number 11. Well, the Badgers, they've got 37 seconds left to try to either tie it or win it in dramatic fashion. And we have Pippi Brown to inbound for Prescott. Gets it over to Gall. Gall kicks it out to Tanette. Tanette moving inside with a jumper. It's good! Tenacious T ties the score. 65-65 as timeout called by Coconino. 28 seconds left to go. And it's a full timeout for the Panthers. And again, there will be a winning streak that comes to an end tonight. Coconino has won its last 9. Prescott has won its last 5 in a row. So what streak will be extended and which streak will be over and done with? As Coconino back out on the floor, Prescott getting ready to come back. By the way, while we got a second or so here, want to welcome aboard Gerard Carmichael to Yavapai College. Yesterday, he was named the head coach of the revived Yavapai College women's basketball team. Yavapai College basketball will return to the gym this November. Yeah, we might actually see a Prescott player on one of those Yavapai teams. We'll see. Coco with the ball. Jacobson moving toward the paint. We're all tied up at 65. To Cobb. Cobb moving in. And Cobb gets roughed up. And the Panthers in the bonus. And I think by his reaction, it's Uriah Tanette who got dinged for the foul. And that will bring Cobb to the line to shoot 1 and 1. And Cobb 4 for 5 from the stripe tonight as he looks to untie the score. It is 65-65 with 15 seconds to go. First shot is good. Cobb gets a good roll. That puts Coconino ahead 66-65. Big second shot coming up for Cobb. He's heading all the way down to the other end of the court is Matthew Reber. Second shot is also good by Cobb. Tanette with it. Final 10 seconds in the game. Jason Parent coming inside, taking the shot off the glass. No good, rebounded by the Panthers. And Cobb gets fouled. Jason Parent unable to put the ball through. 5 seconds left to go, and it's Cobb to the line again. 13 points tonight for Rufus Cobb. Cobb, who came into the game tonight averaging 11.4 points per game, as Cobb goes for the 1 and 1. And he sinks that one. And now a very important free throw here for Cobb. He makes it. And for some reason, Coconino feels the need to call a timeout when they have a 4-point lead with 5 seconds left to go. That pretty much sews up the game, but of course it's basketball, so we have to take 10,000 timeouts in games like this. So the Badgers will inbound, and it'll be Pippi Brown to take the ball out for Prescott. Brown, long pass. Parent loses the ball. It's picked up by Holloway with 1 second to go. And Holloway gets fouled with 0.2 seconds left. And a technical called against Mitchell Jacobson. And now Coach Moran out on the court. And he is giving it to the official. And Moran got called for a tee. A double technical. Oh, man. Moran is steaming at the official. 2 technicals called against Coconino. With 1.5 seconds to go. And Coach Moran is still hot at the officials. And well, the Badgers still with life left. As first it was Mitchell Jacobson who got teed up. And then Coach Mike Moran just kind of blew a gasket. And I think one of the Coconino officials basically telling the coaching staff to get back. Because, man, oh, man, they are hot right now at the officials. So, Holloway... So now Holloway will go up to the line. And I thought it was a double technical against Coconino. Or maybe one of Prescott's players got a technical because Holloway all by himself at the stripe. Well, actually, it does look like a tech was called against Jacobson. He has 5 fouls tonight. He's done. As Holloway misses on the first one. Misses on the second one. And now Jason Parent will go to the line for his technical shots. Pressure on Jason Parent here. Misses! And well, now the officials basically telling the student section to get back. Second shot coming up for Parent, and he makes that one. Basically, and some of the school officials are telling the student section to really calm down here as Parent misses on that one. Here comes a second shot for the shot for the second technical, and that one falls through. And Pippi Brown will take this one out, and we'll see what the Badgers can do with 1.5 seconds left to go in this game. Brown, long pass. Gall gets it to net for 3, no good! To net with a desperation 3. And Coconino comes away with the victory, 69-67. One heck of a game here by both Prescott and Coconino. One of these nights where it's a shame that one team has to lose, and tonight it's Prescott who has to take the L. Again, the final score is 69-67. Coconino with the victory. And the Panthers now have won 10 in a row as the Badgers' 5-game winning streak comes to an end. Folks, that will do it for our live stream tonight. We will be back on the air next Tuesday. We'll be at Bradshaw Mountain High School as the Bears take on Flagstaff. Till then, for Jason Zinzaletta, I'm John Rust saying good night, everybody.